a freight train. Love is faster than an aeroplane. Love is bigger than the troubles that we'll ever see.
My name is Kickflip here at Camp Kesem, and my real name is Jacob Steffen-Brune. I've been going to camp, or I've been like part of camp for the past 12 years.
Hey, I'm Pikachu!
Bad rap, bad rap, bad rap.
And I just want to say, I love pizza.
Bad rap, bad rap.
Camp Kesem is a nonprofit that helps kids through and beyond their journey with their parents' cancer, and whether that parent has cancer now, is in remission, or has passed away from cancer. Camp Kesem's here to like just help them cope with everything and just like kind of get past the trauma of the whole experience. And I think my definition of camp is a family that just comes together once a year and spends a week in nature and just has like a blast of a time and like gets to connect on a level that I feel like no other summer camp or like no other organization or like anything other can like duplicate, because like just like the magic here and the love is just so unreal. And like
Country from coast to coast, all around the country from coast to coast. People always ask what I like most. People always ask me what I like most. I don't want to brag, I don't want to boast. I don't want to brag, I don't want to boast. I just say I like toast. I just say I like toast. Make toast. Make toast. Yeah, toast. Yeah, toast.
My name is Mia. Also, my camp name was Laffles. I graduated 2 years ago, but I went to camp for like 10 years. I was like 6. My mom really wanted me to go because she like did research and stuff, and I was really scared because I was never been gone from home for a long time, and it was like a week-long sleep away, which is tough. But the story that my mom always told me was, right when I came home, the first thing I said when I got off the bus was, can we go again next year? Because it was amazing, and like they did everything possible to make me feel comfortable. Like I remember being homesick, but it felt like a family almost right away, so yeah.
I was kind of concerned about just like being away for so long. Like a week is a really long time to like a 6-year-old or like a little kid. And so, especially like my mom was just going through treatment at that time, so it was like really hard just to like know where that was going, and like just not really knowing the whole situation, just being so young. So I was worried about like me like not coming home and like mom not being there, or like just things like that. But like it was okay for me. Like they like told me it was okay that I can go have this week to like myself and like just have a blast of a time and just like kind of forget about what's going on at home.
What is this? What are you
You
doing?
have to admit, this is kind of beautiful, isn't it?
What is?
The paint.
On the face?
Uh-huh.
It's a cool
Is this?
man.
It's like,
What do you
like
think?
tie-dye.
You're making me.
Whoa.
Face tie-dye.
Yes, you can. Whoa! Oh
Is this-
man, that was pretty crazy.
And we're
Well,
done.
looks like I got hit.
So I think like my concern of like being away for so long was just like addressed with distractions, of like just like throwing me like almost headfirst into like any activity that there was at camp. Like all the counselors would just like encourage me to go be part of the activity, like go have fun, go play, go do stuff like that. So like I really fell in love with a game called Goggle Ball, and you just like hit a dodgeball at like people's feet all the time. It's really fun. So I played like endless amounts of games of Goggle Ball, and I was just like, it was just something that was good to distract me from what was happening at home, and just allowed me to be a kid again. And just naturally you become more comfortable with where you are and who you're with, and like being away for that long.
Hi, my name is Starbuck, and I had the privilege of being a counselor in Kickflip Jacob's unit for 5 years. And so I served in purple, green, orange, silver, and then gold units, which I believe would go from around 7th grade, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade summer.
No cooking gaga every day. Adventure nature's my dog.
Favorite memories of camp? There's different ones for every year, which is really exciting. Sometimes talent show is great. Sometimes there's a really goofy joke that becomes an inside joke for the whole week of camp that's really exciting. Sometimes we go on a backpacking trip and it's like the last night when we're all really tired, and then people start doing really goofy things. And then sometimes there's more serious, fundamentally transformative moments when people really learn something, or they really appreciate something, or they grow in a cool way. And so I think camp has a series of moments, some that are playful, but some that are really instructive, that can be really wonderful. In terms of Roots and my Roots experience, I first want to explain Roots. So Roots is a moment that often happens in the middle of the camp. It used to happen in the evenings, but then we actually decided to put it in the day, where we talk about cancer and we talk about campers' cancer experiences. And so we provide an open space for campers and or counselors to speak about the thing that brings everyone to camp. I've always been really privileged to be part of this, because while I obviously know many people who've been affected by cancer and have attended funerals and such, I've been lucky and blessed that my personal family has not been affected by cancer. And so at these times, what I've always tried to do is try to show support, try to show empathy, and try to be there for the campers. And it's really, for me, has been a privileged moment that the campers and the counselors feel comfortable enough to open up about their situation, even with someone like myself who has not necessarily had that situation.
Roots is in like the middle of the week, and like they like introduce like all these like fun games, and they throw a dance party the night before, so like you just get to like dress up in like silly costumes and just like have a blast of a time that night. And then like the next day, like you do a whole bunch of more fun activities, and then like they kind of like slow the pace down of camp. They slow the pace of camp down a little bit and bring a more serious note to like why we're here and like why Camp Kesem exists. And like they open up the opportunity for anybody to share any like cancer experience they have. And like I know like it's hard for like little kids like at Roots like talk about what's happening, because like I know not a lot of parents were as open as mine were, just like letting me know what was happening like every moment in time. And so like not a lot of kids know their story or like feel comfortable to share their story, and that's like completely okay. And like no one's forced to share, but like they open up the space for those that want to share, and like just create like an open and safe environment of like vulnerability for everybody, just to like let out feelings that they might not at home.
Roots is pretty much like, oh wow, I didn't even think of this. Roots is the root of the camp. That's why it's called Roots, is like everyone is here obviously for a reason. People don't always talk about it, especially if you're little, because it's hard to. But the reason everyone comes to camp is because they had a parent who experienced cancer or is in treatment or passed away. Roots is the time at camp, which is on a Wednesday right in the middle, where everyone just like talks about their experience with that. And they know each other enough to feel comfortable talking, and then afterwards they're so much closer for the next few days of camp that's when it really starts to feel like a family, because you bond over something that's traumatic. that isn't good, but it brings everybody closer and kind of reminds you why this place is special and like definitely different from everything else. That's like a really good example of how something really horrible can bring something really beautiful. And I think like the most obviously like out of a horrible situation, this is a really beautiful thing to come out of it, is this community of people who share an experience and like bring each other love. So yeah, that's what Roots is when everyone talks about that together.
Yeah, so Kahlo asked me to read these, and she wanted you to all know that her camp name is Mushroom.
Is she a fun guy?
This camp is a place to grow like weeds, to change to better ourselves. It is also to get to know people at the Roots. We laugh and sing and make new friends, but in the end we all must leave, so here we are, in a bittersweet symphony with parting words, but I've got none. Only a poem, so take my otherworldly advice. Listen to your heart, take the chance while you can. For then when you do take the change, you'll feel better. Enjoy this home away from home, so look back while you can. Treasure these bittersweet memories that fill you with hope and make you feel brave and understood and loved. Carry them with you to the end, for the end is not too far from here, for one end is often the beginning of some others.